Hello everybody, this is Renee from Paramount Solutions in Orlando, Florida. Happy 2019. I hope everybody's year is starting off well. And I would like to get right into it with forecasting readings. Usually around a new year, your birthday, or any new moon, it's a really good time to get a forecasting reading. A forecasting reading can actually help you plan out your year. It can actually tell you maybe things to look out for that are coming up. And they can actually benefit you and your goals. So when you get a forecasting reading, it's actually a reading where the reader is telling you what to watch out for in the coming months, or for a certain amount of time. Usually it's in the coming months or even years that they do the forecasting readings for. The readers in a forecasting reading give a general timeline of events and issues coming up. Timelines are always a little bit iffy with psychic readers, but they can give you a little information to guide you along what might happen. A lot of times when the reader is doing a forecasting reading, it can actually include numbers and symbols, much like a psychic medium reading. However, the main part of the forecasting reading is actually the timeline. It's always a loose timeline, but that is kind of the main focus. Getting predictions for 2019 is a really fun way to start the new year. You'll be able to focus on your goals and be really comfortable with moving forward. Anytime there's a new beginning, it's really time to get a forecasting reading. So let's say it is your birthday, or, even in the winter or summer solstices, or even in the spring or fall equinoxes. Those are really good times to get forecasting readings because the energy is new. And it's a good time to just focus on what your goals could be coming up. We have a lot of different types of readers who love to do love to focus on forecasting. You can usually have, them focus on, a certain area. Sometimes people like to focus on their love life, general things coming up in their life, career opportunities. Sometimes it's people to watch out for, which that's kind of a fun one, because then you're like, okay, I got to look out for somebody, that looks like this, or, just kind of a fun way to do it. We also find that clairvoyant readers who use clairvoyant and use cards, a little bit of cards, are actually the best ones to get for a forecasting reading. It's because of how they read. Readers that are clairvoyant who use some cards are usually a little bit better with timing of events, and the cards can kind of help ground a clairvoyant reader in order to get that timing. It's really, really hard to get the timing as a reader is strictly clairvoyant or even a psychic medium reader, because that's just not how their energies usually work. Not saying it can't happen, just saying that's kind of somehow that's usually what happens. So generally speaking, we have different focuses, with how they pick up. The clairvoyant readers are very visual. They pick up on bits and pieces from your past, present, and future, and then describe it to you. Psychic medium readers are actually getting energy in the here and now. And they usually translate, symbols, flowers, just different things that are coming through with them, and then they translate those messages either from the other side. It could actually also be from somebody here in the physical world also, but usually it's somebody from the other side. Generally speaking, the tarot cards help ground a psychic reader a little bit. They give a little bit more information with things to look out for. They can also give some numbers to look out for. So that's kind of really good with the tarot card readers. When a reader's really comfortable using tarot card readings, they're usually pretty accurate. Their accuracy actually comes from their own intuition first. And then they can actually also focus on the cards, and that helps them get a little bit more grounded. If you would like a forecasting reading for what's coming up in 2019, phone readings really are accurate, private, informational. It's really a perfect time to call a reader right now. You can actually ask the reader to focus, what's coming up on my love life. Can you, do a forecasting reading for love? You could do for your relationships, for your career, for your business, whatever kind of area that's working for you that's coming up in the next year. Asking the reader, a certain question is really up to you. A lot of people just want to do a general forecasting reading, but if you are looking for something specific with business or relationships, it is really good to say, hey, as I really do want to focus on relationships and what you see coming up, versus a general type of timeline reading with a forecasting reading. I think that a lot of people in general, when they think about a psychic reading, they are actually thinking about forecasting readings, because that's kind of classically has been what's come up for psychic readers a lot in the past, is what's coming up in my future. Whereas I think in the recent years, a lot of people have really started focusing on psychic mediums and spirit guides and clairvoyant type readers, which are all awesome type of readers. We love all of those. So it's just a different perspective. So having the tarot cards helps ground them out a little bit. 2019 is actually going to be a pretty eventful year astrology-wise. There's going to be 5 eclipses, 3 solar eclipses, Mercury transit in November. So it's a really good time to get a perspective on how that's all going to be influencing you. It's also good time to get just a forecasting reading of what's coming up in the new year. So if you would like a reading, please call us at 1-800-966-2294. We would love to help you. Have a good day and Happy New Year.